In Egypt?
In Egypt? No, that one thing you missed the point. Sir.
But that's not my point.
You missed the point because you wasn't listening. Sir, I started off by saying Egypt there is a concept. Let me give you one. Now, Mr. Lord. I want to give you, Mr. Lord, is that not a witness? If I say to go to any other history book, and I can show in other history books that a particular people went into slavery over and over, how is that not a witness? How is it not a witness? Let's go. Isaiah chapter 33.
No, wait. One thing after. Okay. I just asked you to justify this book, and it would be a circular argument for you to go into this book to try to justify this book.
So are you telling me now?
It's not as if Trevor Sayers writes something, and in it Trevor Sayers says the cure for AIDS is shadow benny and candle wax. And when you say, Trevor, what makes you so sure? And you say, well, look at here in the book. That's a circular argument.
Sir, but that's not. In that situation, I didn't write this book. So
yeah, but whether you wrote it or not,
you
cannot justify the book with the book.
But so I can't answer the question. So I have to answer the question based on your criteria. So what is your criteria?
Not based on my criteria.
Well, then you tell them I can't answer.
No,
this is what I have to answer. I'm going to answer off of this.
Based on the criteria of logic,
sir,
you know what a circular argument is?
Sir, can I answer?
Yes, you can answer.
Well, let me answer. Sir, I do. Let me answer. Sir, can somebody provide the gentleman the umbrella, please?
I'm fine.
Okay. Great, read.
The book of Isaiah, chapter 34 and verse 16. Seek ye out of the book of the law and read. No one of these shall fail, none shall want a mate. For my mouth it had commanded, and his spirit it had guarded them.
Seek ye out of the book of the Lord and read. This is what we believe, and this is what we go by, because it said none of these prophecies shall fail. So these words and then here, however long they were written, they were not written specifically by mortal men in terms of the words and the concept being their own. Thank you. So, thereby, where did the words or where did the concept originate from? Let's get that. Psalms chapter 68 and verse 11. Read.
Psalms chapter 68 verse 11. The Lord gave the word. Great was the company of those that publish it.
So we are never ever disputing the fact that mortal men were part and parcel in writing these words. What we do dispute, however, is that mortal men did not conceptualize these words and the concept. I am clarifying something. I am clarifying something irregardless to you. Regardless. It's clarified. So, these words, these concepts from the Most High God. Now, out of these things, the prophecy shall not fail. Let us read a prophecy that did not fail. Read Deuteronomy chapter 28. Now, if this one thing here, this one thing is correct in such a detailed state, then that would mean that writing that complemented that was in another book by another man proves that what was said was true. Read.
Book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, verse 68. And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships.
Now, the history of the Israelites was that they went into slavery under the Egyptian after spending a certain amount of time among Egyptian societies. They did not start off like that, but it ended up like that. Now, when they came out, they all came out walking as their mode of transportation. That meant the landmass was connected, which it is. Only until 1957 did the Suez Canal that was man-made came into play and separated, well, kinda, the landmass from Egypt until going into the Mediterranean, onto Arabia, and those going place onwards. But other than that, it was one landmass. So they walked. And they walked to get in the first time. That's how they even reached down on that continent in the first place. Now, that being said, it said here it is, it said, we shall go into Egypt again with ships. Ask any historian, ask any commentator, any kind of source. There is no account and any sort that the children of Israel went into the physical land Egypt on ships. So Egypt here is not a reference to the landmass itself, but a particular concept. What is that concept? Exodus chapter 20, verse 1. Read.
Book of Exodus 20 and verse 2. I am the Lord thy God, which have brought thee out of the land of Egypt, out of the house of bondage.
So the land of Egypt was referred to as the house of bondage. Another word for bondage is slavery. House of slavery. So when we go back to the prophecy now, whenever the term Egypt is being used here, we understand now that it is going into the house of bondage. Naturally, because if Israel was to think back on Egypt based on their history, they would know that that was the place that our ancestors, or us personally, served in slavery.
That's right.
So, here it is now. Read the prophecy again.
Book of Deuteronomy 28 verse 68. And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships.
Now this time they will go there with ships. You can read through this Bible or any other text. There is no other text that says that the Israelites went into Egypt, the physical land, again with any kind of ships. But you can read in accounting history of the Israelites being taken into other places into slavery on ships. And these other places, what was their purpose and their status? To serve in bondage. And not only was this then for the people that were there with Moses, he added this onto it. Verse 45. Oh, verse finish it off.
Verse, by the way whereof I spake unto thee.
Exactly as it was described, this is how it's going to happen. Read.
Thou shalt see it no more again.
These people would not be able to see their homeland again. Read.
And there ye shall be sold.
And the place that they were taken into bondage, they would be what?
Sold
As what?
unto your enemies.
Unto their nation that was not their own, that was against them. Read.
For bondmen
For a slave man
and bondwomen.
and a slave woman. Read.
And no man shall buy you.
And there will be no physical man that will be able to take them, no mortal man that will be able to take them out of their position. No mortal man. Now, was that just for them, or was that time to go on continuously? Verse 45, read.
Verse 45. Moreover, all these curses shall come upon thee and pursue thee.
Now, these curses are what we're reading about right now. Read. All of this is answering the question. That's why I asked you about anything. I know, that's what I was trying to tell you before.
See, this was my point what I was trying to make too, because I'm tolerating all of this here.
Just now.
At the end of it, I would have been modified in no way at all, because I am asking you, listen, if I ask a question and I'm saying to you what you're doing is not answering my question, then you're making me suffer through something that's unnecessary.
I'm not making us suffer through anything. You're asking for an answer, sir. Sir, it's as simple as this. You're asking for an answer, I'm giving you my answer. Either you're cognizant enough to stay here for the length of time to get the answer, or not. And I'm not even vexed with you if you're not able to. But the point is, this is the answer. Read.
Verse 45. Bring it up. Moreover, all these curses shall come upon thee, and shall pursue thee, and overtake thee, till thou be destroyed.
Till they be destroyed. Read on.
Because thou hearkenest not unto the voice of the Lord thy God,
Because they didn't listen, read.
to keep his commandments and his statutes which I command thee. And they shall be upon thee for
There the curses, read.
and they shall be upon thee for a sign and for a wonder.
Curses is to be upon the children of Israel for a sign and for a wonder. And on how long?
And upon thy seed forever.
And upon their children forever. So generation after generation, these curses, the way they describe it, and we just get the first, we just get one of the major ones, will be upon them and their offspring throughout. Now, the scripture said from before that we originally read, none of these shall fail. Throughout the history of mankind, can we read about a group of people, an ethnic group of people, being taken from their homeland and carried off into slavery for slave man and slave woman, and they have not been able to see their homeland again as a people? Has that happened in history of mankind over and over again?
You lost me a lot of time ago, because frankly, what I asked you, all this was going to was not answering my question. I felt like, all right, you're done with me then.
That's an assumption, because you don't know what direction I'm going. But wait, just now, hold on. Before we stray, before we stray, I'll let you go on too, but before we stray, this, what we're going over here, is slavery within the Bible.
Which is
And
not
a particular way in which it was prophesied. We understand that it happened, this book, before it even happened.
Would you permit me to say something?
Yes, when I'm finished. Before it even happened.
I just told you that what you're telling me
Sir.
is tiresome because it's not giving me
Well then,
answer.
sir,
And
listen.
now you're telling me
Amos chapter 3 and verse 3. Well then, sir. Sir,
So why
what's
you
your
have
name?
to control? I
What's
am
your name?
Lord, but that doesn't matter.
Your name is Lord, L-O-R-D-E.
Why you cannot be on my name for?
D-E.
Why cannot be on my name for?
I don't know, I'm asking.
There is no E.
Okay, L-O-R-D.
All I want to say to you, look, is this. I
Sir.
asked you a question. The question
Right,
was,
right.
why would, and I'm changing it up here and make it a little simpler, why should I follow what is written in this book? And your answer is, no matter what you say, your answer is, why should I follow what is in this book? Your answer is, because here in this book, it says, that's a circular argument. That's what I was trying to say from the beginning.
No, sir,
I
that's
am
justification
asking
of-
you
that's
about,
justification of
listen,
proof.
I am asking you about the veracity
Uh-huh.
of a document. Let's say we're in court. The judge comes and he says, you bring a document here to say that you are the owner of this land. How can you prove that? Your Honor, look on the document and say, so you can't do that. The document cannot give veracity to the document, which is what I said to you in the beginning.
So if I get that deed, just now, in that concept, if I get that deed doesn't say I'm the owner of a land?
When you
Sir?
go to, as I had
Sir?
to go recently,
Sir?
with a will,
Sir?
a deed and a will saying, I'm giving you my answer.
Is it a piece of
I'm
writing?
giving you my
Okay.
answer, like you just now. When you insist that I give you the Bible, I'm
Right,
giving you
you go
my
ahead,
answer
you go
now.
ahead, you go ahead.
I had to go to court for will. But what was written there, we were questioning it. Is this will a valid will? And the only thing my thieving uncle could not do in the court is to point to the will itself that the judge is questioning whether the will is valid and say, yeah, it's valid because look what the will says. He can't do that. He has to bring corroborating evidence.
So what was the corroborating evidence your uncle brought?
That's why he lost the case.
So what was the corroborating evidence that would have been sufficient to prove that the document was
If he was
legit?
able to bring, for example, the lawyer who he said wrote up the will, that's what was in some corroborating evidence.
Right.
If he was able to bring the other person who he said was the co-signature on the will, that would have been some
So a
corroborating
witness.
evidence. So one thing in this book or any other holy book,
So a witness.
where not only a witness, not only a witness.
But that is what would have been right.
That is a possible way of corroborating.
Okay.
It's not the only way. So I'm saying you have a document, I'm asking you.
Right.
How do we authenticate this document? And all you're saying to me, well, we authenticate because the document says it's
But
authentic.
not necessarily that, because you just have not prove my point with the witness. Can we witness that slavery happened?
No, I'm not accepting witness
Listen,
because I
listen.
told you,
Sir.
witness is not the only way in which...
It is not the only way, but it is one of the ways, right? It is one of the
All
ways.
right, you know.
Well, right, so this is the way I'm choosing. Sir,
Somebody in the Bible is a witness.
sir, we don't have to get somebody in the Bible to witness it. Because the fact of the matter is, when the event took place, it was witnessed. Slavery happened to a particular group in a particular way over and over and over and over in the same manner. The so-called blacks and the so-called
Blacks,
native,
what black?
so-called black or so-called Africans, so-called.
So the Melanesians who are black, are they part of this group that was enslaved?
The Melanesians are black are part, not all of them, no.
Are the Aborigines in Australia
Some of them.
who are black?
Some of
were
them.
they part of this group that was enslaved?
Some of them.
In Egypt?
In Egypt? No, that was you missed the point.
Hold on.
Sir.
Alright, but that's not my point.
You missed the point because you wasn't listening. Sir, I started off by saying Egypt there is a concept
Yes,
let me give
I
you one.
understand
No,
that
Mr.
you
Lord,
said that.
Mr. Lord, Mr. Lord, Mr. Lord. I want to give you. I just want to. Mr. Lord, Mr. Lord,
What is particularly-
Mr. Lord,
what is particularly
Mr. Lord,
annoying is when you-
Mr.
I'm
Lord,
saying that what you're saying does not
Mr.
tie to what
Lord,
you're saying, and you're
is that
referring
not
to it.
a witness? If I say to go to any other history book, and I can show in other history books that a particular people went into slavery over and over, how is that not a witness?
What I'm saying to you is this.
How is it not a witness? That's the answer to the question I'm looking for. Peace and calm. Or you can walk away. You can take a walk in it, but I don't say no.
Let me ask you a question.
Ask
Why
the
do you
question.
feel you take it so? This is a public square.
Okay,
Why
that's-
do you feel the need to
Knowledge.
keep telling me?
Emotion
Knowledge and
contribution.
money.
I'll show you why.
You
I'll show you
have
why.
knowledge.
For the
No,
sake
why
of
no?
peace.
Yeah,
Why
knowledge.
do you feel the
For the
need?
sake of peace.
Okay, you walk away.
Why?
Yeah, that money
I
with
shan't
knowledge.
because I set up
With
here.
knowledge.
But all right, so I see
Yeah,
no-
But understand this, I am not being frustrated by you. I'm not being frustrated by you. You are the one that,
You're not
listen,
frustrated.
sir, this is your composure.
Listen. You know why? Because I
Sir, you're getting frustrated. I am being very patient with you. Now watch this, read.
The book of Amos, chapter 3, verse 3. Can two work together except they agree?
Now, I'm not doing what we're doing. See what, you see the... Sir, I'm very composed. I'm right here. I'm willing to deal with you. You, however, sir, are not in that same frame of mind. But sir,
are you going to shout over me continually?
Sir, I'm not
or
trying to
can
shout
we
over
dialogue
you.
as
Sir,
equals?
sir,
Can we
you would know if I'm
dialogue
shouting
as
over you.
equals?
I am not shouting at
You
you.
have a microphone for heaven's
Sir,
sake.
I can still speak
All
this way.
right,
I'm
now
not
let's
shouting
talk
over you.
as equals.
No,
If
sir.
somebody goes to the doctor and
Sir.
says, wait, they say,
Sir.
doctor, I have a pain here.
Sir.
And when they say I have a pain here, the
Sir.
doctor say, I want to know if it is where your grandmother come from. Oh God, doctor, I have a pain
Sir.
here.
Sir, you're not listening to anything I'm saying at all.
Because I have listened, is when I can tell you you're being irrelevant.
If the concept is that Egypt is the place of the house of bondage, then they don't have to be from Egypt. We're talking about places of bondage.
Yes,
So if they went into slavery in different places, they are slaves in these places. That also backs up by eyewitnesses account, by historical books, that these people went into slavery.
We used to scream Black Power while heroin was pushed. But at the end of the day, nothing's in vain. IUIC has been given a vision. The tents of Judah has risen. Many has attempted the mission, minor murmuring, omitting, and missing the mark. Just reading that he had the flame of fire in his eyes gave us the spark. We on Paul's mission. We out on the road, purple and gold, from Mexico, Cuba, Haiti, Ghana, Sierra Leone. 144,000 boots banging, concrete crackling. These are our men repented at heart. The scriptures is proof. IUIC, we deliver the truth.